Okay, we're gonna get started. My customer support agent, I believe, is busy on desk right now. So I ask all of you if questions come up throughout my webinar, just save them till the end. And then if we have time, you can write them in and answer them. And then if not, you can always ask your question, send them into customer support, which we're going to be talking about anyway whenever you need help and assistance. The final slide of my webinar is going to be the contact email address. So it's just help@tempstars.com. If you have questions and we aren't able to get to them, you can send it there. On that note, we will go ahead and get started. Let me just share my screen here. Okay. So, hi everyone. If you haven't been to one of my webinars before, my name's Shelby. I'm the engagement specialist here at TempStars. This is my sixth webinar, I believe, that I've done for talent. If you've been to them before, welcome back. If you've never been to a live one, or if you've caught it on our YouTube channel, welcome back. It's great to have you all here. And that being said, all of our webinars, once they are done, we do record them and then we post the recording on our YouTube channel. So you could just go to YouTube, TempStars, and then all of our webinars are there for you to access later. And we'll also be sending out a recording to all of our talent members as well. So today we're going to be going over it's pretty much a guide of how to get help fast, what to use, and how to get help the quickest and most efficient way. So just to overcap, we're going to talk about the two types of support channels, which is going to be our customer support channel, as well as contacting the office directly. We'll also go over some examples of when to reach out to one as opposed to the other, and vice versa. We'll go over some gray areas. When is it best to contact both or one over the other that we tend to come across quite frequently. So we'll go over that. Response times and expectations, and then some pro tips that I'll go over with you all. So like I said before, our two support channels, our first one being our TempStars customer support channel. So we can be reached daily between the hours of 6:30 a.m. and 10 p.m. on weekdays. We also have weekend hours, which is going to be 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. And then our resolution time is normally within the 24 hours, and obviously account for weekends and holidays in that. And then contacting the dental office directly is your other form of support. That's going to be your best and quickest channel for most resolutions or for most issues. And this can be done via phone, calling them, as well as our in-app messenger if you have a confirmed reservation with them. Mind you, that in-app messenger feature does expire once your shift is marked complete, so you can reach out to them using that feature up until the end of your shift. And then we'll again go over which channel is easier to reach out to for what issues, and then going into that gray area as well. So contacting customer support. Anytime, these are going to be the when to reach out to us directly. So anytime you're experiencing like platform or app technical difficulties or technical errors, issues like that, once you've reached out to the office and you still haven't been getting paid, so any type of billing questions, but if you reach out to us, our first question is going to be, have you reached out to the office yet? So make sure that if it's a billing question, you've already checked that box up. I've already reached out to the office. Account or profile problems. So this can span on hold status due to like credential verifications or even restricted booking limits, things like that. And then any type of booking disputes or needing to cancel a shift. Mind you that canceling a shift needs to be done within the app, and then any type of documentation or reasoning sent to the support team. So we'll go into the examples here. So platform issues was the first one I talked about, like technical issues that you're having with our physical app. It can be either on your device, like your phone, or your desktop. So if you can't log in, you can't reset your password. If your app keeps crashing or not loading any shifts, missing or incorrect information, that can be anything from like your profile or shift details, office information, things like that. And then your profile information just won't update. So if you've tried to update it, if you've changed something like your address or tried to upload your a profile picture, anything like that, and it won't stick, it won't hold, that's when you would reach out to customer support. So the payment and account issues, some examples here. So again, your payment has not arrived and you've already contacted the office. That's when you would reach out to TempStars customer support, or if the payment that you've received is just incorrect, it's not enough or it's missing something. Membership review holds on your account. So again, this goes into my next line, which is like verifying credentials or licenses. So right when you sign up with TempStars, I don't know if everybody has done this yet or not, but right when you sign up with us, there'll be a hold on your account just because we have to verify your credentials. And this verification process is all handled directly with our support team over email. You would just be taking pictures of or screenshotting any type of documents that we need just to prove you're licensed and credible. And then also reaching out to us when it comes to any type of ratings or review disputes, things like that. So these would be some reasons why you'd be contacting the office directly. So if there are shift specific details that you need, like parking, where to park, how to park, if there's a parking garage, if there's a gate code, your dress code, types of scrubs, if they provide, if you need to come in wearing them, arrival time, etc. Any type of clinical questions about the day's schedule and expectations of your role. If you're running late or if you have an emergency cancellation. So after you've reached out to the office and you need to cancel, you will be required to do that within the shift. So just be mindful to do that after you've reached out to them. Office policies and procedures, such as note taking, lunch breaks, anything like that. And then you haven't received payment for a shift. And again, first point of contact is going to be the office. And then after that will be TempStars. So we can go through those. So day of shift questions, some examples. So again, these are when you would contact the office directly. Again, you can use the InMessenger app or you can call them on their phone. Where do I park? What's the door, the gate code? I'm running 15 minutes late. These are standard things that you would reach out to them for. Do you have all the information for me to process my payment? This one's an important one. Be sure to communicate this with the office prior to leaving your shift, as any information that you've disclosed within the in-app messenger, like I mentioned before, will be removed once that shift is marked completed. So if they asked for like your email address, or your home address to send you a check, your phone number, anything like that. If you provided that in the InMessenger app, you're going to want to ask them before you leave the office, hey, do you have that information before I leave? That'll help with any type of delay in receiving payments. Okay, so the clinical and office specific examples. So patient care protocols for the office, where supplies located, break times, lunch procedures, emergency procedures specific to that location, and dental software. Now, mind you, dental software we just recently added to our app we just added it. If you guys haven't updated your app, it'll show now that offices can include on the temp shifts what dental software they're using so that you can already be aware before you show up to your shift, which is great. And then these are the gray areas I wanted to discuss. So these are some interesting situations that come up quite often. So I wanted to make sure everybody knows what to do when this happens and where to go. So if the day of your shift, you can't reach the office, the door is locked, and it's past your start time for your shift, there's a patient outside waiting with you, things like that, you're going to want to notify both. You're going to want to call the office, reach out in the app as well, and then reach out to TempStars to see what you do. Make sure you don't leave until you're told it's okay to leave by TempStars or the office. Safety concerns at an office, like proper protocols of sanitation, things like that. Make sure you're documenting and you connect with TempStars as soon as possible. And then any type of last minute shift change and modifications, shortening the hours, extending the hours, things like that. Make sure you're coordinating with both TempStars and the office directly. Normally, we'll initiate this because we'll know before you will. However, sometimes the office will reach out to you within the app and let you know, hey, we need you to come in later or sooner, things like that. That's when you reach out to us as well. So response time expectations. So when it comes to TempStars support, our support team, responses are typically handled within 24 hours during those business days. As I mentioned before, just be mindful of like weekends and holiday requests. It just may take a little longer. When contacting the office, just make sure that you're reaching out during the office business hours. Check their specific hours, or you can reach out and ask them, as each practice operates on a different schedule. So it's all different. Some offices are open on Saturdays and Sundays, some aren't. So just be mindful of that. And then knowing between an emergency versus a non-urgent issue, understanding the where your situation lies is going to help you have those realistic expectations for your response times on either support channel. So just be mindful of that. And then pro tips for faster resolution. So when you're reaching out to customer support, just make sure you have all your details. So having like the booking and shift details, the office, you can have the phone number, the invoice number, anything you're reaching out. Just make sure that you have those details to help assist, just so it eliminates a little bit more of that back and forth. Save that office contact information immediately after booking confirmation. Like I mentioned before, that in-app feature does get eliminated once that shift is marked complete. So you want to make sure that you have that. Screenshot and document issues when contacting support. So if you're contacting support, let's say you can't make your shift because you got into a car accident. Take a picture, document it. Let's say they're not following proper PPE protocol. Take a picture, document it. Always be professional and clear whenever you're reaching out. Just knowing that everyone's human. We can't read each other's minds. Just be very clear and professional when reaching out to either platform, either our customer support team or the office. And then too much to write over an email, you can always request a phone call with our support team. Totally understandable. Sometimes it's just easier to get a physical human on the other end. Just be mindful that if you are requesting a phone call, it might take a little longer for that resolution time, as our support team is rather small. So they might be handling other issues. So just know that if you just want to reach out and ask for a phone call, you're more than welcome to do that. And that was pretty much it. It was a lot of information, but I wanted to make sure that we had it all here for you. And again, here is the customer support email that you can all reach out to for any types of questions, issues, everything we talked about today. This is where you would be reaching out. Again, you can always request time with me if you haven't already. Again, my name is Shelby. I'm the engagement specialist here at TempStars. I go over all types of onboarding as well as education. And you can always book some time with me. You can reach out to me personally at shelby@tempstars.com. And you can always ask for my calendar through the support channel as well and say that you'd like to select some time with me. But other than that, again, thank you all for coming. I don't know if we had any questions in the chat. I'll stop sharing now, and then I'll check the chat here for you guys. Oh, well, thank you for that. Yes, I did think this was pretty important information. I feel like when you're in the thick of it, when you're in the heat of the moment, when something's happening, a lot of people tend to forget or just deer in a headlight situation. So I think this is very good information to have. Again, you can always get this presentation again on our YouTube channel, and you can bookmark it, so you can always go back through it. Keep that support channel email handy for you at all times, so you can always reach out. We also have a chat bot on our app. I don't know if you can get to it through like the app or if it's a website. I'm pretty sure you can do it on the app, but we have a chat box feature that you can type in your questions like a live chat bot, and they can connect you with an agent as well. So we've got lots of channels. We're here to assist. We're here to help. We don't want anybody feeling like they're struggling. So just reach out. But otherwise, again, thanks for coming. I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.